Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to episode number 5 of Follow the Yellow Brick Wall, my Football Manager 21 beta save. As you know, I'm Tony. I hope you've been enjoying the previous videos where we're managing the Bundesliga. If you've not obviously worked it out already by A, the title, and B, the fact that we are managing as Borussia Dortmund. Things are going pretty well, I think. Early doors in the season, we've played about 4 games, and we'll get onto that shortly because the big news is the Champions League draw has been announced, and as you can see, poetically, Jurgen Klopp will return to Signal Iduna Park. I guess that's the big news story, really, of that Champions League draw. We've been drawn against Liverpool, which, I mean, if you played FM20, of course, you know that Liverpool was some sort of super side in the game. So it'll be interesting to see what they're like on 21. I'm guessing, again, that they're going to be pretty stacked in terms of ability. Celtic is quite a good matchup as well. I think that should be an interesting game. And then Ludogorets sort of finished the group. So quite an interesting group, I think. Confident of going through, I suppose. I guess I have to be, really. What we've missed is transfer deadline day has been and gone. We didn't show that because because we didn't make any signings bar this one guy here, which is Adrian Hanu, £7 million for a striker. I'll be honest, maybe I've slightly overpaid, but the reason being is, who did we look at? We looked at Balotelli on a free. We looked at potentially getting Olivier Giroud in on loan, and we also looked to try and get Zlatan Ibrahimovic in, but he wanted just shy of 200 grand a week, so we didn't do that. He looked pretty decent, to be honest. 5 goals in 8 games, and I know it says there he's 2.5 stars, but I actually think there's something about him, to be honest, that he might slot in quite nicely, because of course Haaland does need, he just needs somebody, because we've only got Haaland up front, really. And there's a slight issue, though. I don't know if I've registered him for the Champions League squad or not. So that could be quite embarrassing as we go forward. But as you can see, 4 wins out of 4 in the league. Already ahead of Bayern Munich, who are down in 5th. And yeah, I think we're just enjoying life, to be honest. Obviously, we lost the Super Cup in the last game, but we did beat Frieburg. That was our last... that was our league game straight after that. Guerrero cutting the ball back. Torgan Hazard with the goal just after half time. And it wasn't a classic performance, but it was one of those performances that you know that if you can grind the result out, that's the sort of 3 points there that you sort of become worth it, really. Like you feel as though you've earned it. Here's Hanu on the ball now against Hoffenheim, cuts it back, and Hazard yet again getting his name on the score sheet, and Hanu getting an assist early on in his Dortmund career. So I know obviously we were saying potentially slightly overpaid, but he's already starting to pay some of that money back. So that's quite useful there. Plus Brandt plays the ball in now. Hanu thought he got himself his first goal for the club. Unfortunately, it was ruled out offside. It was like that. It was so close, but unfortunately the linesman's flag did say it was offside. However, about a minute or two later, Bellingham plays a lovely ball through to Brandt, who delightful chip over the goalkeeper. I wish I'd watched it in 3D, to be honest. That would have been a great goal to see. And that gave us another 3 points, and of course kept us, I should say, top of the Bundesliga. Of course, Leipzig are chasing our tails. Mönchengladbach, Frankfurt, and then Bayern Munich all the way down there in 7th, 5 points behind. So we've already got a little bit of a lead now. We are currently, today is going to not be Bundesliga football. It's going to be that story that we touched upon at the start, the return of Jurgen Klopp to Signal Iduna Park in the Champions League. It's going to be Dortmund versus Liverpool. It's going to be a tough game, I think. I guess, we would probably be slight underdogs, even though we're the hosts. I think people would potentially suggest that Liverpool are the favourites in this game. I've switched to 3D. I know we've mentioned just slightly there that the Brandt goal would have looked nice in 3D. I've been playing the first few games of this this series in 2D, but the match engine, there's been some tweaks on it, and I kind of think that's all we need to really showcase it, to be honest. I've potentially got the highlights a little bit too quick, so I might just try it and just slow those down a little bit. Also, I'm on extended highlights. I may have to start reducing that as we go further on, maybe take it down to key highlights. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you want. If you want to keep seeing things as 2D, do let me know. If you want to see 3D and see some Rabonas and some some sort of no-look passes or whatever, then again, let me know if you want to see the 3D. And also again, whether key or extended highlights would be your preference. So essentially, I think what we need to look at in this game is we don't want to lose possession. We don't want to lose the game. I don't want to push from the start. Like, I know the idea is, of course, that we have this Gegenpressing tactic, which is kind of getting in people's faces and play with high intensity. But then again, of course, that's exactly what Liverpool are going to do. So it might cancel each other out. It might prove or it might actually turn out to be quite an exciting game, to be honest, if it's both just attack. We shall see. Sancho on the break here, cuts it back. Haaland and Sancho just snatching at that, to be honest. He needs to do better. He needs to hit the target, to be honest, from there, because that is a decent chance. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a clear-cut chance, but it may affect our XG. We don't know. But in the old days, that would probably not go down as a clear-cut chance. It would, so not a huge effort, but yeah, we do need to really hit the target from there. Come on, Jadon Sancho's meant to be a good player. He's not going to put the ball out that wide from an effort like that. So there's that is. We've said before, it just gets cluttered very quickly, that iPad screen, doesn't it? With the passes on there. I like the intention of it, but it does just become just this mess that you're watching. So never mind. At least we do get a bit of an insight as to how we are playing. Here's Witsel out to Meunier with it blocked. Now it's Guerrero. Guerrero tees it back to Meunier, actually, and again just cleared by Gomez. And up towards Jota, and Emre Can just puts his foot in there and says, "No, you don't." Put the ball out for a throw in. So a couple of things that I'm learning from this game that I've not necessarily shown you on the actual videos themselves, but more from conversations I've had with other people. Offside trap, apparently highline and offside trap is very, very tricky, quite unreliable by all accounts. So maybe just as a bit of a tip, don't play offside trap and highline together on this game, unless it irons out in the final game, because of course this is the beta. Things will change, the match engine will change, there'll be various tweaks and stuff in terms of weightings of tactics and certain issues and instructions, I would imagine, as we get closer to launch. So at present, if you're playing the beta, highline and offside trap, not really a great idea, to be honest. We're playing a high line, but we are not playing offside, and we're playing quite narrow as well defensively, which I guess kind of makes a bit of sense, because I presume that Liverpool will start to cut inside, but they will obviously work Alexander-Arnold on the overlap. So I guess we have to sort of be quite sort of cautious of that, I suppose, really, and just sort of see where he comes. As he goes on the wing. You can see there already out of the back, just as Salah came inside, that Alexander-Arnold did start going. There he is there on the ball, getting up and about very quickly. That looks like, was that Bellingham possibly? Looks like he's got a bit of an orange injured over his head. Good ball back in, and Berkey with the save there from the shot. I couldn't actually work out who did that shot, but thankfully, it was straight at our goalkeeper, so no major issues there and no concerns. Guerrero with the ball, he's just stood on it and just let Salah run away. Sancho getting the ball away there, so that's fine. But Robertson picks it back up, drives back down, and then back to Gomez, who just launches a long ball Jota crosses the ball into nobody, which is a little bit of a laugh, I think, for us, to be honest. Jota just sliding the ball back across goal, and ironically would have been sliding it into the position that he would have been occupying had maybe Mane or Salah picked that ball up. So a bit of a laugh for us, I think, to be honest there. It's Hazard, actually, that's picked up the injury, not Bellingham, as I thought it might have been. Maybe turn it up a little bit in terms of intensity. Like, I know I've got work at the ball at the box. I think maybe crossing is what we need to start looking at, really, and try and utilise some of the talent we've got on the wings here. Because again, our Hazard's just almost with a goal there. It is Jota. Oh, it's just a sucker punch, isn't it? Just a sucker punch there. That's Hazard has his effort straight at Alisson. Alisson playing that typical Liverpool tiki-taka football of boot the ball as far as you possibly can, all the way down. I mean, let's not beat around the bush, right? Liverpool have got a long ball in them, and that was Liverpool long ball football. Alisson booting it as far as he can. Jota playing on the shoulder of the last defender. I did say, didn't I? I did say that highline defending is not great. Well, I said highline defending with offside trap wasn't great, but you can get caught out, I think. And again, it's maybe an issue with our squad that, you know, when we first joined in the team, there was a suggestion that we might need another centre back. So maybe we're lacking a bit of pace. I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst goal to concede, but it's unfortunate, of course, when you have the ball down one end, you try a shot, and then, you know, seconds later the ball's in your net. It's not great. It's not great. Assistant manager now suggesting we go a bit more short passing, which we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Because obviously long passing and direct passing hasn't really been working for us. So let's try go short, see if it makes any difference. A nice tackle there from Robertson just to stop Haaland getting forward. I know as well that some people are saying that Haaland is a beast on this game. I'll level with you. I've not really noticed it myself, to be honest. Maybe the tactics that I'm using haven't quite been playing to his strengths. As you can see, we've got a current XG of 0.33, so potentially that's not really playing to Haaland's strengths. So, yeah, I'm a bit sort of miffed, a bit concerned, really. I don't know whether he's maybe a power forward. I think I've got him in at the minute. I don't know whether we play him to a complete forward or an attacking forward. I don't really think he's a poacher, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. Drop me some ideas below if you know exactly what the best formation or the best position, I should say, sorry, for Haaland is. Obviously, do let me know in the comments, particularly if you're using him as well. Let me know how many goals he's getting, because some people are noting like some absolutely huge numbers for goals. But at the minute, I just think it's reasonable. You know, we're sort of spreading goals amongst the team, so I don't particularly want to just lump all of my eggs into Haaland's basket, because you know, if he gets injured, then we've got nothing. So yeah, I did mention earlier on about who knew, and I thought that I'd maybe had a slight error and haven't registered him for the Champions League squad. That is correct. We've spent £7 million on a striker, and he can only play in the league. So I think we'd obviously bought him just after the registration, which is a bit frustrating, to be honest. But, you know, it is what it is. We've also got a slight issue where I don't think that Piszczek is registered for the Champions League as well, or maybe it's the Bundesliga. He's not registered for one of the competitions, so again, that's been quite embarrassing. So we'll inevitably be waiting until January to maybe try and bring these players in and use them in these competitions. So, yeah, I don't really know what to do in terms of changing this, to be honest. Go a bit wider, maybe. I know that in this game they're trying to play a bit more through the middle on FM21, and last year's game was very much 4-2-4, get the ball out wide, get a load of goals. So I do like a bit of wing play. I must admit, I do like a bit of wing play, and you'd think with Dortmund that's what we do, but that's a good ball. Go on, Haaland, got to hit the target. He's got to hit the target from there. Awful. This is not the beast mode player that I've heard of. That was a chance. The chance earlier, the Sancho one right at the start, not a huge chance, but that was a chance. Marco Reus, do we replace him with Reina? I don't know. It's 20 minutes to go. You kind of need someone like a Marco Reus still on the pitch, don't you? Even if he is knackered. Do I keep him on? I don't know. He can do something, can't he? He's on the ball now. Reus almost cuts it back. Brandt intercepted by Henderson, who's gone down injured. Did we sportingly put the ball out, or did it just trickle out? I don't know. I think we need to do something, don't we? Marco Reus may have to come off. Or maybe Sancho. Sancho's not looking particularly happy. Let's give Bellingham on. Come on. Let's see what you're about, Jude. Nice ball in. And it's... Oh! I thought we'd scored then. Sancho, unmarked, 6 yards out, he's put the ball over the bar. Oh, I can't believe it. That was the chance, wasn't it? That was the chance. It's just gone begging now, and we're not going to get anything. I can just sense it. 9 minutes to go now. That was our moment. And it's gone. Oh, nearly. Oh, God. Nearly 2-0. Somewhat undeserved, I would say, had that gone in. But Delaney in for Haaland, and that's blocked again. And come on. We can do something from set plays, surely. Awful. Guerrero, Hummels. Oh, when it goes off the highlights with 5 minutes to go, you know that it's not a good thing. It's Fabinho. Dahoud, good interception. Go on, Bellingham. Breaking through. Jude Bellingham, 1-on-1 with Alisson. He's gone. Oh, man. What is it with these strikers? What is it with these? They just can't hit the target. Oh. Shooting practice next week. That's what we're doing. We're doing shooting practice. 12 shots, 4 on target. Oh. This isn't. Final whistle. Klopp gets the better of us. Undeserved? No. Deserved? A draw? Maybe. Would have been fair, but, that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what you play in the Champions League. 0.7 and 0.94 XG. That's how tight it was. We had the chances. We didn't take them. And because of that, we've started our Champions League campaign with a loss. So there you go. We need to learn from that. Got to go against Celtic. Got to go against Ludogorets. Got to go against Liverpool again. And then Celtic and Ludogorets again. Because we can qualify, but it's going to be a lot of pressure now after losing our first game. So, I hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy the video, do obviously give it a like. Subscribe to the channel as well. We're going to be getting as many videos as we can out while the beta is live before the full game comes out on the 24th. So we will be smashing out a whole bunch of videos in quick succession. I think the next video is the Bundesliga match against Schalke, so that might be a shorter video. As I say, comment below if you want it in 2D or 3D, and also let me know how Haaland is getting on for you. But all that remains me now is to say I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you very soon with another video. So thanks for watching.